So I'm back with part 6. The Lord prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. All right, let's continue here. All right, Proverbs 12 and 13. The wicked, all right, which by now you people should know who that is. All right. Esau, Edom, all right, the white man, all right, is snared, all right. And another word for snare, as you read in the scriptures, is jinn, all right, trapped, okay? They all mean the same thing, being snared, okay? By the transgression of his lips. You see that? The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips. I'll give you a precept, I'll recite it, Psalm 64 and 8. They shall fall by their own tongues. All right, that's an example. All right, and there are many other precepts, many other examples. All right, now I'm going to give you one in a moment. All right, but the just shall come out of trouble. All right, but again, the wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips. Right, let's go to precept. Let's go to Psalms 55 and 21. All right, this is an example. Okay. There are many precepts, people. We're not here to go through all of it. All right. You can forget about it. We'll be here forever. All right. All right. The words of his mouth, all right, were smoother than butter. See that? This is Esau, Edom. Remember, this is the guy who's cunning, more subtle than any beast of the field. Okay. You understand that? But war was in his heart, and his words were softer than oil, yet were they draw swords. You see that? You understand that? So again, just like, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come. All right? And again, that's all scriptural. All right, so when we speak, we don't speak our personal thoughts here. All right? We don't make shit up here, people. We just simply read the scriptures. All right? Remember, I always like to think of it this way. St. John 7:38. All right? He that believeth on me, let him come and drink freely of the water. All right? And out of his belly shall flow rivers of living waters. What are the living waters? The living waters is, again, a metaphor for this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. You understand that, people? Do you get that? All right? All right. Whether you do or don't, we're moving on. Proverbs, all right, 13 and 5, all right. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and cometh to shame. All right? And their shame is all over them. All right? They're being revealed. All right? As it says in Isaiah 49 and 10, I shall make Esau bare. All right? I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. All right? And then there are many scriptures that talk about his shame, like in Habakkuk. Habakkuk, what is that, 2 and 16? All right? Many scriptures, many precepts, people. All right? I believe it's also spoken about in Lamentations. All right? I'll give you an example of that over, I believe it's in Lamentations. Lamentations 4 and 22, 21, 22. All right? Yeah, see? Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. Land of Uz, talking about America, Babylon the Great. And the cup, and that's the cup of abominations, the cup of dreads, the cup of slavery. You understand that, people? Shall pass through unto thee. All right? And again, that's all over the scriptures as well. They're not going to escape their judgment. The Lord shall not acquit the wicked, as we read in Nahum, right? 1 and 2, all right? In verse 2 and 3 there. All right. So thou shalt be drunken and thou shalt make thyself naked. See that? You understand, people? All right. You get it? The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So the Lord right here is telling us, relax. His punishment, the curses are upon him now. Just like we read in Deuteronomy 30:7. All right? Okay? Just like we read in Deuteronomy 30:7. All right? So all you have to do is be patient, relax. All right? You should be rooted in the scriptures. This is your salvation. All right? And the Lord Yahweh, because you see the word Lord in all caps, thy God will put all these curses, right, that are onto us, the curses, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, all right, from verse 15 through 68. He's putting the curses on them now. And the Lord Yahweh, thy God power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee. See that? And we already read Psalms 83, right? So you people know. You know. All right? Am I telling you or is it the Lord? I'm just reading the scriptures here. All right? Which persecuted thee. See that? So I, the Lord Yahweh, thy God power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies, right? Every one of them. All right? Like it tells you in Jeremiah 30:16. They that devour thee shall be devoured. Okay? What does that word devour mean? All right? It means to be consumed, destroyed. Just like they destroyed 2/3 of Israelites, spiritually and mentally. All right? This is besides being genocided, people. All right? So, and all thy adversaries, every one of them. We went to Psalms 83, so you know who they are, who he's talking about. All right? Talking about Esau, Edom, plus the other 16 heathen nations. All right? All thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. See that? All be put into subjection and hardcore captivity. Especially Esau, Edom, he's going to have it the worst out of all of them. All right? Deservingly so. All right? Now, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Okay? They took your lands, your wealth. They took your heritage, right? Right? Everything, right? They raped your women, right? All right. And all they that preyed upon thee shall I give thee for a prey. You people see that? Now, what is that? That's true reparations, people. That's what real reparations is. All right, as we read, what is that? In 2 Thessalonians 1:1-6, I will recompense all they that have troubled thee. All right, I will recompense. Okay, the Lord, as he says, I will avenge thee. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Do you understand? They're not getting away from their judgment. Okay? This stuff is all over the scriptures. All right? All right, let's move on. Let's see here. The law of the wise, right, which would be what? The Israelites, right? Leviticus, right? And actually there's more than 10 commandments. There are, 613, commandments in reality, all right? So the law of the wise is a fountain of life, all right? And again, that's what these scriptures represent, life. This is a living entity here, people. All right? A living entity. Living and breathing entity. Why? Because he comes in the volume of the book. Hebrews 10:7. Right? Right? Hebrews 10 and 7. All right? For lo and behold, I come in the volume of the book. And said, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written in me to do thy will, O God power. There you go. See that? The testimony of Yahushua, the Mashiach. All right? He comes in the volume of the book. All right? And what does it say here in Isaiah 34 and 16? All right? Seek ye out the book of the Lord Yahweh. Right? This book. And read. See that? Read. And most of all, when you read is what? Is to get what? Understanding of what you're reading. You would have to get into the etymology of words in order to do that. Okay? And it's precept upon precept upon precept. Line upon line, here a little, there a little. So you read something in Isaiah, and then you maybe have to read something, maybe you read it in Jeremiah. And then maybe you read something in, the New Testament, okay? Like in Matthew's, all right? Or Luke, all right? Or John, you understand? Or the book of Revelation. You understand? Precept upon precept, all right? Line upon line, here a little, there a little. And that's how you get the understanding, all right? The more precepts you get, that's, you building your house on a solid foundation, which ultimately, Yahushua is the rock. We all know that, all right? But for your understanding, to get the understanding, it is through the precepts that you do that. Those are your bricks, your stones, all right? You understand? That's your solid foundation that you're building your house on, all right? All right. So, seek out the book of the Lord and read. Not one of these shall fail. None of what? These prophecies. All right? Again, and anytime I think about that, I think about, what is that? Psalms 91. All right? He who hideth in the secret place, shall remain, under the Almighty there. All right? So, and what is that secret place? Well, it's these scriptures, but ultimately, it's the prophecies. All right? The parables, the dark sayings. You understand? All right. So, none of these shall fail, and none shall want to make, because there ain't no mate. There's no book you can compare. You cannot compare the Book of the Dead or any philosophy, any book, because they're not prophetic books. All right? They don't have the answers. All the answers are in here. You understand that? All right? And this is the book that inspires other people to go ahead and write their books, so they can write about the 10 tribes of Israel, so they can write about, the southern kingdom as well as the northern kingdom. All right? All the Israelites. All right? Because their information and their sources stem from these scriptures. All right? As even in them making their movies. Okay? When you see, what is that? Tom Cruise movie, War of the Worlds, and you see the tripods coming out of the earth. Where in the hell do you think they got that from? When you see the concentrated laser fire and the people are blown to powder, but yet you see the bloodshed. Where the hell do you think that comes from? The scriptures, right here. All right? All right, so none shall want to make, for my mouth did have commanded it. See, commanded. All right? So you people don't understand that we are ordered to make these videos. We're commanded to do so. And to go out and street teach on the street corners, on the highways and byways. All right? To bring you this truth. All right? So it's not done for our sakes. Yeah, is there a reward for us at the end on the other side? Yes, there is. Yeah, a crown will be placed upon our heads by Yahushua the Mashiach himself. And you read about that in Wisdom of Solomon, for example, because this is all over the scriptures as well. But you also read it in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, right around the 15th, 16th verse there. And there are many other scriptures that'll tell you the same thing, all right? All right, I'm out. I'll be right back with part 7, all right? Shalom.